start off with the foam roller. There's my roller. I stuck it over here. All right, we're gonna start with roller. But you know what? Actually, this is gonna look weird, but depending what size roller you have, if you've got a long one, let's actually start with, you're gonna hold it like this, just because we can get some really good overhead shoulder blade motion with it. So let's actually start with holding it on either side, then we'll roll, and doing some step back. So you don't have to step back real far, but just lift it up over your head. Okay, squeeze that back butt cheek just a little bit. I hope you'll feel just what a nice pull that gives you on your shoulders. And I kind of feel like I look like Conan or something, lifting this big heavy thing that's not heavy over my head. Then you can take your steps however deep you want to take them. I'm going to go maybe 3 more on each side. Ooh, hang out right there for a second. Let's see. Ooh, oh, yeah, you know what? Side bend with that. That's kind of cool, actually. And then bring it back and switch sides. Oh, that's good. All right, let's go. Feet nice and wide. And we're going to do the same thing with sinking your hip back. Okay, just getting that nice shoulder motion. So find that nice inner thigh stretch. Try to keep your toes facing forward and just sink the hip back. Of course, it works with the smaller one too, but. All right, let's do 3 more on each side. All right. And let's go ahead and set it down. We're going to actually roll on it here in a second. But go ahead and sink to one side. And let's grab onto your foot and just reach up and look up. And then take that to the other side. All right, bring your feet a little closer together. Oh yeah, let's get those hips loosened up, grab onto your feet, and just kind of rock back and forth a little bit. And then hold on to the front of your toes. Just straighten up your legs and bend them again. Let's just do that maybe 5-ish times. All right, reach it all up. Let's take it side to side. And just a quick diagonal, and then we're going to get on the floor with the roller and stretch a little bit more. So let your hands just kind of loosely swing. All right, pause right there, grab that hand, and then take that the other direction. All right, grab that hand. Okay, and shake it out. I'm gonna grab the mat. And let's come on down and roll things a bit. I'm gonna shove this one out of the way for a second. You know, let's start with our back this time. We started with our legs the other day and we will do them, but let's go ahead and go to the back. Oh yeah. Go ahead and get it right underneath your shoulders. supporting your head completely. Let's do 5, just gentle curl ups. And then relax back down. Let your arms just kind of head towards the floor as much as gravity will take them. Try to relax over it a little bit more every time. All right. Then whether you want to lift your butt or not, let's do a little bend and straighten of your knees so that you can roll back and forth over the top of those shoulder blade muscles a little bit. Sorry, wardrobe adjustment. The foam roller wants to wrap around my t-shirt. Oops. At least I don't have the ties on today, so it's not wrapping around that. Anyway, so then just right here again, let's just do a little side to side, a little bit of cross friction. All right. And then lastly, before we switch positions, definitely go ahead and lift up. See if you find any spots in there that you just need to hang out on for another second. All right, come on down. And we're gonna flip over. And before we roll our legs, let's get a little more motion in those shoulder blades now. So I'm gonna start with knees a little bit wider and both hands on the roller. Oh yeah. Pause just before your elbows and sink everything down. And then come on back up. Let's do it 3 times forward. And then we'll do 3 times on each arm individually, diagonal. All right, so then one hand behind your back, and we're gonna go diagonal across. All right, switch, put the other one behind your back. All right, now that that feels a lot better, I'm gonna scooch that out of the way. And before we roll the thighs, let's go one arm back, one arm up and over, and just alternate that a couple times. Ooh, I get that all the way down here. Hopefully you do too. So a couple more of those. And then interlace your fingers, reach everything up, try to get your arms behind your ears. And let's do a little side to side there. All right, now let's take the roller to our legs. So starting off front of the hip bone. All right, let's get right up in there. I know again, that won't feel like much, but it'll help loosen things up so we can stretch them out a little bit more. And then let's go, oh yeah, all the way up and down the middle. All right. So far, not too bad. And then let's go ahead and just rotate your foot out slightly. Get the inner portion of your quadricep muscle, especially focusing near the knees. Cool. There's more in there than I thought. As usual, if you find any spots that talk to you a little bit, let's just do a quick brush over them. Okay, and then go ahead and rotate your foot all the way out, and we'll get the inner thigh a little bit more. Slightly different angle there. All right. And then let's take you to the outer portion of the quadricep muscle. So not quite that IT band yet. If you can, put one foot on top of the other, awesome. If not, you can always offset the weight by putting the other foot on the floor. Make sure you go all the way up and down. Just don't roll your kneecap. Oh, all right. And then let's rotate. Let's get that IT band. Any side of your leg from the beginning, right above your knee, all the way to the top. Gotta keep the pressure light at first, then you go a little deeper if you want to, in any particular areas that might need more attention. All right. As usual, I could spend a half an hour on each side, but we won't do that. Let's go ahead and go to the other one. And start right at the top on the front of that hip bone. And then as soon as you're ready, go all the way up and down the middle of that quad. All right, if you feel like that's good, if you want to spend a little more time on that, do it. If not, go ahead and just gently roll your foot out. Let's get the inner portion of this quad. I swear sometimes the roller has a mind of its own. Oh, that's another story. All right. And go ahead and rotate your foot out all the way. And let's get the inner thigh. Spending just an extra second or two on any spots that feel lumpy. Oh, goodness. All right, let's shift to the outer portion of that quad. If you can, put the other foot up. If not, don't smash it. All right, dreaded IT band on this side. All the way up and down. Oh gosh, I always think I'm gonna be able to do it without offsetting the top foot on this side, but no. We'll get there. Even though it's painful on the side, if you find a spot that feels clunky, spend a second with it, just don't mash it. All right. I can only take so much. Okay, so let's flip over and get the glutes. Starting just leaning on one side. And then when you're ready, go ahead and cross that foot over, making the figure 4. And we're just going a little deeper around those hip rotators. Right, go ahead and shift them to the other side. All right, and then go ahead and cross that foot. Ooh, all right. Let's take that down into the hamstring. Slight adjustment. Get a little more leverage. And then take it all the way into the calf. All right, you can switch whenever you feel ready. Start with the calf, work our way up. And then we're gonna keep stretching now that we're all nicely rolled out. All right, shift it up to the hamstring. Oh, goodness, okay. Feel like it's bending out, we're doing that, but, all right, let's come on up. And similar to what we did on Tuesday, okay, grab your roller. And let me put one hand on top of it. Go ahead and grab that back foot. I want you to squeeze that back butt cheek, lean in, push down on your roller, but try not to arch your back. Relax it a little bit. And let's do that again. Lean in, squeeze that butt cheek, push down on your roller. All right. Let's come right back here. And then before we do our hamstrings and all that sort of thing, I still really want to do these. Opening side to side. Now that our shoulders are nice and rolled out, they should be a little more mobile. And you know this is coming. Go ahead and pin that forearm on the front leg and open up. And interlace your fingers. Reach everything up in that 90-degree position and let's take it to the side. All right, go ahead and straighten out your front leg to whatever comfort level that is, slight bend or totally straight. Up to you. Hinge your hips, reach down, reach it up. I'm gonna go for 10. All right, here's 10. And pause, reach everything up. Whew, all right, take that to the other side. Grab onto that foot. Oh, push down on that roller. Squeeze that back butt cheek. Get your foot as close to your butt as you can. Relax that a little bit. And lean right back in. Okay. And this guy. Open, open. All right, and pause here. Interlace those fingers, reach up. All right, go ahead and straighten out that front leg. And let's reach down, reach up. And 10. Oh, reach it up. All right, let's get those inner thighs again. Ooh, take it out to the side. Oh, yeah. All right, quick first, let's rotate the foot. And then let's take this arm, open, reach it under. Skip 5 on each arm. Make sure to pause and get that shoulder blade stretch each time. And switch. Try to get your shoulder as low to the ground as you can. As far as mine's gonna go. And pause. And then reach everything forward before we take it to the other side. All right, come on up. Go this way. Woo. All right, I'm just gonna knock it down. Rotate the foot first. All right, then this hand. Pause and reach. And pause. And switch sides. Last one. Pause. And reach everything forward. All right. Woo. And join me for this one. We gotta do a little bit of this every time. Well, maybe almost every time. But let's go. One foot up. So much better after everything's rolled out. This butt cheek is tight. Let's get 5. Elbow to the inside of the front foot. Reach it up. All right, drop that back knee. Turn that back butt cheek back on and get some nice big helicopter circles backwards. Oh, there we go. All right, bring it up and switch. And last one. Drop your back knee and circle back. All right. Bring it right back to this position. And real quick, bring one leg up underneath you. So you can sink down over to your rollers nearby. That's a great way to do it. Oh, that's a lot of goodness going on right there, isn't it? All right. Shift your leg a little bit and rotate towards that hip. Just slightly. All right, come on up. Let's get that on the other side. I highly recommend putting the arms on the roller. That's just lovely. All right, come on up. Shift that leg a little more horizontal and rotate towards that hip. Okay. Come on into a tall kneeling position. And once again, interlace those fingers, reach everything up. Give me a little side to side. We're going to pat ourselves on the back. All right, got yourself on the back. Oh, grab that elbow, relax your neck, and take it sideways. And other side, pat yourself on the back. All right, shake it out. And come on up.